Hare Krishna. So, welcome everyone. I think the time is still 2 minutes we have. So, once we have 12 o'clock Madrid time and 11 o'clock Canadian time. So, we'll start. Hmm.
We telephone is then already connected. So they want to restart to stay somewhere. So the network adjacent. So now also we changed that I will be going back tomorrow home.
She's in Jamaica. Restaurant में होते हुए
Okay, let us start. I'll start with the invocation prayer to invoke the blessings for myself and for all of you. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So, welcome you for this Gita course. We'll cover the entire Gita, 18 chapters. No. Before we have a quiz, welcome to Gita course. How many verses we have in Gita? A short quiz. Quick answer. How many verses we have in Gita? Here is unmute yourself and speak.
You mean
18.
80 verses. 18 verses. Oh, very good.
No,
Oh no, sorry, 700.
700 verses. Okay, how many chapters we have?
18.
18
Now 18.
chapters. Good. And last question. In how many minutes the entire Gita was recited, spoken by Krishna? The entire conversation of Gita, because not all the verses are spoken by Krishna. There's a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. So what's the duration of Gita's conversation? All the 700 verses which are there in the Gita were spoken in how many minutes?
Around 17 minutes.
Any guess? Any guess? How much time does it take?
18 minutes.
45 minutes. 45 minutes.
45 minutes. Correct answer. The entire Gita was spoken just 45 minutes. That's a conversation between, there's an external conversation between Sanjay and Dhritarashtra, and there's an internal, which is the ultimate essence of Gita, the conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. So at many times Krishna is speaking and Arjuna is expressing his doubts. So in this class, first we'll have an orientation. We'll not take the first chapter, just to set the intention for the course. Let us know your expectation from the course. You have enrolled yourself and you'll be giving your time for next 18 weeks, every Sunday for 30 minutes. Probably this is the 30 minutes time we can afford now. Perhaps if you say in the future, we can increase the time as well. But let us keep for 30 minutes as of now. So what's your expectation? Anybody would like to speak out? Or we call out onto you? So your expectation, what do you learn from Gita? So I must know your expectations so I can customize it according to your needs and concern and interest. So, what do you want to learn from the Gita? Gita Daryani, your name is Gita only. Let us hear from you first. You have a digital hand raise option in your options down there in the Zoom, so you can raise yourself digitally.
Right. Well, I have to say that basically learning the answers to the most important questions, the life, how do we deal with different situations, the gist of what Srimad Bhagavad Gita would like to, the message, the gist of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita. How do we deal with how do we deal? Why are we here? Or what's the purpose that we are here?
Basically, you're looking for a goal in life. Basically, you're looking for goal and purpose in life. That's your answer. What do you want? Why are you understanding Gita? What do you want in your life from the Gita? Let me ask somebody else. Yes, iPhone de Anji Mataji. I don't know. We are trained to call everyone as Mataji, so don't mind it. I can call you by name. So, but as a monk, we have been trained to see every woman as a mother. So that's how we call Mataji. Anji, iPhone, would you like to say something? How can Gita help you in your for yourself, for your career, whatever?
Jai Shri Krishna. Well, gracefully, we are already learning the Bhagavad Gita. I have a mentor in my life, but it's always entering more grace if we're learning more from other mentors. So I don't know what exactly I want from. I think I have my purpose very clear, but just trying to absorb more and more of the Gita, which nourishes our soul.
Okay. Anybody else would like to speak out something? I would like to point out here, Prakash, you're unmuted. If you want to speak, you can speak. If you can mute yourself. I hope he's there. So, anybody last response? Then we'll deep dive into the content and the context of the Gita. One last poll. 1, 2. Raji, Mataji, if you would like to contribute. We met just yesterday only in the program Gita Ashram in Madrid Temple.
Exactly. So I was just going to say that we just met yesterday, and when I heard it, I was like instantly looking for somewhere where I could study the Gita. But what I was actually looking for was in more detail, in more depth. That's why I told you yesterday, I think half an hour was too little, and could we please, okay, let's start the class and see how it goes. But definitely, I would like to really study this in detail.
Okay. So let me summarize. Someone is trying to know the purpose of life. Someone is trying to know more depth of Gita, what the Lord has to say. And someone is trying to explore what the Gita is all about. So let me say, Gita Bhagavad means the Lord. Gita means the songs of the Lord. Gita is nothing basic. It's not reading Gita, understanding Gita, basically understanding the mind of Krishna. So Gita is nothing. What Krishna is doing in the Gita or speaking in the Gita is he's revealing his mind to Arjuna. So in all the 45 minutes in conversation with 700 verses and the 18 chapters, each chapter is a progressive stage in Gita. First chapter itself is a context of the Gita, and thereafter the basic text which is there in the Gita is from the second chapter, the soul, Atma, everything. I'll give you just a gist what we are going to do in next 18 weeks. So Gita has 5 important content. The Gita talks about only 5 things. And once, if you understand these 5 things, probably you can answer any question of the world, any existential question, any existential mystery, you can respond to that. So out of these 5 things, 4 things are permanent. 1 thing can be changed. So first thing Gita talks about is the science of soul. What is soul? Who we are? Are we this body or the soul? Just like the common example I gave the example yesterday. We say my jacket, my shirt, my ears, my hand. Whenever you say my means what? you possess something. It is not you, that thing. I don't say I jacket, I is. So when you say my, you possess, you are different from that thing. The science of soul has been explained in the first. How you're different from the body, and your demands and the nourishment of the body is different. The demands and nourishment of the soul is different, and that's a missing point in one's life. So first thing is understanding the science of soul, how we are soul, and acting on the level of spiritual, the soul, which is called spirit soul or spiritual level. Second thing is Krishna talks about the prakriti, the nature. There are two kinds of nature Krishna talks about. One is the nature around us, and one is the internal nature that we have. Some people are very passionate, angry by nature. Some people are very money-minded by nature. Some people are very satisfied by nature. So exploring different natures, and what the nature has to do with us. How can we be physically engaged and mentally satisfied in our life? So that has to do a lot with the pursuit of your nature, knowing your nature, and putting your efforts in that direction of your nature. So nature has two aspects. The nature around us, which is called prakriti. We have trees, all the matters around us. And the second nature is the kind of nature you're born with, the innate nature you're born with. Knowing your nature and making your life satisfied with the nature. Usually many people are working this world. And many times people are not satisfied with their work. They're trying something for new because they're not satisfied. So that satisfaction has to do with a lot with the nature. So once you know your nature, so Krishna talks about different natures. That's the internal aspect of the nature, not the external. Third thing Krishna talks about in the Bhagavad Gita is about the karmas, endeavors. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. That's a Newton's law. What kind of efforts, karmas, actions one must perform to bring a satisfaction and happiness in one's life? What are the bad karmas? What are the good karmas? Our Srila Prabhupada used to say, to do good, one must know good. So without knowing good, one cannot do good. So people say we want to do good for the people in general, but without knowing the good. What are the good karmas, misdeeds, and the bad deeds? Krishna talks about the karmas. And how karma can change your destiny. Your destiny is predestined also, and you can change your destiny as well. So first thing, we talk about the science of soul. See, very obvious thing. Krishna says we are soul, and we are covered by this body. So we are the combination of both the things. Particularly, every individual is a combination of spirit and matter. So if we are the combination, on one extreme, we find everything is matter. This is called material world, where everything is matter. So there has to be one more logically extreme. The other side of the extreme is somebody's trying to join. Just give me a minute. And then just a minute. Somebody sent me a message that I'm trying to join but cannot join. Where's my phone? Just give me a minute. This one is an important person, so I have to pay some attention. Sorry. So one extreme, we find everything is material, which is called the material world. On the other extreme is everything is spiritual. That's called spiritual world. We are the combination. If there is an extreme material world that exists, there has to be other extreme, logically, where spiritual world exists. That's what Krishna talks about the spiritual world, his own abode, his own home, Dhamma, where Krishna lives. So three things we talked about. First thing is the science of soul. We are Atma. Second thing, Krishna talks about the Prakriti, the external Prakriti or the internal Prakriti. Third thing, which Krishna talks about, is the time, the endeavors, the efforts, the action. What kind of action one should do, one should avoid. More than what one should do or one should avoid, more than that, why, what kind of action and why should it be done? That's the why part is more prominent in that sense. The fourth thing Krishna talks about is time. The time is the energy of Krishna. Kalo Vasmi, I am the time. So we all have limited time. People say we are killing time, we are passing time, but it's vice versa. We are being killed by the time. The time is Krishna himself. Nobody can kill Krishna. The time is Krishna. And the fifth thing which Krishna talks about in the Bhagavad Gita, which is a final ultimate reality, the absolute truth. Out of these 5 things, I'll repeat it again. Then out of these 5 things, 4 things cannot be changed. Only 1 thing can be changed. That's a karma. I'll repeat again. Krishna talks about soul. The Bhagavad Gita is all about these 5 things. And understanding these 5 things will answer every possible question that we can come across in this world. The science of soul, the soul is there, the nature is there, material nature we call it. That has 2 aspects, external or the internal. Third thing Krishna talks about here, the karmas, the endeavors. And the 4th thing Krishna talks about is, I forgot. Can you remind me?
The time.
The time factor. And the 5th thing is ultimate reality. The first chapter's name is Arjuna Vishada Yoga. The meaning of the Vishad is, before we begin to start the first chapter in the next class, just to give you the orientation for the same, Arjuna Vishada Yoga. The Vishad means what? Vishad means dismay. Vishad means anxiety, inabilities. And Vishad also means depression, the yoga of depression, basically. In our life, we have many ups and downs. Life is never a straight line, There are always ups and downs in the life. That's a vicissitude of the life. We always have ups, good periods, and the downtime in the life. So the Bhagavad Gita is able to bring that change in material breakdowns to give you a spiritual breakthrough. That's the idea of the Bhagavad Gita. Not things are done to you. What is done to me? No, it is done for you. A change in your perspective. Nothing is done to you. It is done for you. The approach, the viewpoint of the life, the outlook towards the life, how we cannot change situation at many times, but we can change our mental attitude. In Hindi, we call it paristhiti. That's a situation. Sometimes we can't change situation, but manosthiti, the mental situation we can change. The mental approach we can change. How you perceive and how you look about the situation. The same attitude can be very miserable. The same attitude which is given by Krishna, empowered by Krishna from the Bhagavad Gita, can empower us, uplift us. So understanding Gita means understanding the mind of Krishna. And each chapter is progressively taking you to different stages. Each verse is giving you a different insight, a different wisdom, a higher wisdom, taking you toward closer to Krishna, taking towards you closer to reality. That what the same thing, yoga for depression means what? Yoga means connection with the reality of life. So many times we had doubts in our life. Is this life giving me happiness? Some people ignore it, and some people tend to think and explore it. This is the Gita is all about. For those people who want to explore their doubts. Arjuna had a doubt about his life, whether to pursue material happiness or take to spiritual path, or vice versa. So Krishna suggested you should do both. You should pursue material things, your duty as a Kshatriya, as a fighter, but at the same time, perform your duties in spiritual aspect. Think of Krishna. So while thinking of Krishna, perform your duties. That's a combination, a suggestion which responds the answer which Krishna gave to him. Now, in order to understand, the Gita will be covering from the Srila Prabhupada, which is the widely read Gita. I'll share the screen with you just to give you the synopsis of what we are going to understand and the idea of the author of the Gita and what it will bring up to from the Gita itself. We have gone 15 minutes now. Okay. So Bhagavad Gita is a kind of a manual, just like when you buy any product, you have an instruction manual. You buy AC, or television, or fridge. So just like there's a manual for each machine, so the manual for the human life is the Bhagavad Gita, which Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita itself. Just give me a minute and then bring you to a point. So this is the words from the author itself, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who formed ISKCON organization all over the world. We have centers all across the 192 countries, including your Tenerife, and possibly the next center would be in Gran Canaria and Lanzarote. So Madrid, we already have a center. So as you might have, all the devotees are from Spain itself. If personally I have any credit in this matter, it is only that I've tried to present Bhagavad Gita as it is without any adulteration. The Bhagavad Gita is to present the mission, the will, the mission, and the mind of Krishna. Our business is to present the will of Krishna. That is the idea for the author itself. And what is his expectation? What we expect from the Bhagavad Gita? Even if one man or woman becomes a pure devotee of the Lord, we shall consider our attempt a success. We'll be very happy with our courses, with our whatever speaking about Krishna and Bhagavad Gita. If one of you becomes just a pure devotee of Krishna, that is our success. And now, who can understand the Bhagavad Gita? Now, this is an important part for you. Something we have spoken about the Gita, the content of Gita, the context of Gita, and the text of Gita, what the Gita is all about. Now, this question is more relevant for you in the sense, who can understand Bhagavad Gita? What are the qualities needed? So only a devotee of Krishna, who's trying to be a devotee of Lord Krishna, can understand the Bhagavad Gita. Any challenging, argumentative attitude cannot be accepted. Obviously, one can express one queries. One can have doubts. That's all the Gita is all about. But one must be in relationship with Krishna. One must be a devotee of Krishna. It is a content. It is a knowledge meant for the devotees. Then, now, yeah, the important thing, the purpose of Gita. What is the purpose of Gita? The purpose of Gita is to deliver the mankind from the nations of material existence. Every man, Prabhupada says, our Swamiji, he says, every man is in difficulty in so many ways. Everyone's life is in so many complicated ways. Difficulties are there. So many ups and downs are there. Everyone has his different sort of a set of anxieties. There are a set of problems. So Bhagavad Gita is meant to deliver you from the nations, from that sort of anxiety or the difficult situation. Same thing. You can't change the situation many times, but you can change your mental attitude. Sthiti or manosthiti. So Bhagavad Gita focus on the manosthiti, that the mental attitude, mental outlook, how you perceive things. A thing can be perceived miserable, it can make you miserable, or it can make you happy as well. That's just an attitude. Nations here means the knowledge. The knowledge of Gita is meant to make you happy or deliver you from the problems of life that we come across. And why does Krishna appears? Krishna descends into this world. His real purpose is because when a man forgets the purpose of life, which Gita Mataji just mentioned, Krishna comes to remind the purpose of life. So Lord Krishna descends specifically to re-establish the real purpose of life when man forgets that purpose. And that purpose is to attain Krishna and lotus feet of Krishna. So this is what we talked about. Bhagavad Gita speaks about 5 things: the spirit soul, the prakriti, the time, the efforts, or the karmas, and Supreme Lord. The Bhagavad Gita is a study of these 5 things. So whatever we do, we study, we learn in the Bhagavad Gita will be related about the 5 things. Anything that exists in the world is related about the 5 things. Either the thing is material or spiritual, either it is jiva or the God, either it's the prakriti or the karma or the time. There's nothing beyond this world except these 5 things. Okay. Now, this is very important because I asked someone, what is your expectation from this course previously? One of the doctor girl from Lanzarote, she expressed that I want to come closer to Krishna by reading Gita. It's not that Krishna is very far out. He's already in your heart. Krishna says in the Gita, Hridadesha Arjuna Tishtati. He lives in the heart of every living entity. Each of you, Krishna lives with you. A good news, you're never alone in your life. Krishna is always with you. and he's conscious of the psychic movements of particular jiva. So two good things. One thing is Krishna lives within your heart, and he knows everything about your mind, what is going in your mind. And Prabhupada, our Swamiji, Prabhupada says, we should never forget this. Krishna is always living in your heart, and he's conscious of your psychic movement. He's conscious, he's aware what is going in your mind. You can hide the things, your secret things from other people, but not from Krishna. He knows what is going in your mind and what you do in secret. He knows everything. So good news is Krishna is with you. He's close to you. It's just a matter with our sincerity. When we approach Krishna, Krishna will unravel us. He will reveal to us about him. That's how we can get to know Krishna more and more. And we should never forget this. Krishna is understanding and seeing our mind, what is going there. So one thing is, just to give you a thoughtful insight on the same, we say the God is omnipotent, right? Just let me, I can stop sharing for the time being. In next 5 minutes, we'll wind it up. We know the God is omnipotent. Omnipotent means the God is capable of doing everything, right? And the God is omniscient as well. Omniscient means what? He knows everything. So someone who knows everything, who's capable of doing everything for us, and sometimes we feel in life nothing is happening. Sometimes we're grappling with some situation, and it goes on and on for a long time, as if it feels, it will last forever. So what does it mean? The God is not there. The God knows about everything, your situation, and he's capable of doing everything, but he has a different plan. He knows, and he's able to do a correct situation in his own way, but he's still not doing something for you. Means what? He has a plan for you. So the Lord is in your heart, and he's understanding your psychic movements, your mind, and he has his ways and means to plan for you. So in life, unless we go through something, we'll never grow through that thing. Getting a point? So each time Krishna has a point for you to understand, and with the help of devotees, discussion, spiritual association, we come across so much discussion that, oh, this is Krishna's point of teaching me, or this is the point which Krishna is trying to make me learn. So just to continue our discussion, okay. Now, I'll bring to one of the important things that I came. This is a wonderful, one of my favorite statement that I have ever come across. That all sort of incompleteness in life that we experience, this is due to incomplete knowledge of the complete whole. Krishna is complete whole, and we are his part and parcel. Whatever that we feel missing in the life or incompleteness that we experience is due to incomplete knowledge of the complete whole. This is what we need to know. This is why we need to know the Gita. Otherwise, we'll be always feeling incomplete. Some people are just not living; they're just existing. We don't have to just exist. We have to live a life. It's not earning a life; it's earning a living. It's earning a life rather. So there'll be some sort of incompleteness will be there, missing thing will be there, and we'll be experiencing that because of lack of knowledge of the complete whole, which is Krishna. So Krishna will make you feel complete. You will feel complete in yourself. That is the Gita. So Gita is spoken by Lord just to change this viewpoint, your monosthiti, that the mental attitude, how you look, what is your outlook towards the situation, that will be changed. And it was changed for Arjuna, for you as well. So Krishna comes to reclaim you, to improve you, to make you grow in your life. That is the ultimate point of God being is. God is there to help you in your life, is there to bless you in your life. You simply have to approach his knowledge, take his lessons. God is meant to make you improve in your life, grow. The world is going down. The Lord is meant to uplift you. The last two quotes here. It is not possible for the jivas to be happy, the living entities, the soul to be happy without rendering service to Krishna. So unless we are connected with Krishna, Krishna says in the Gita, you cannot be happy, because that's a very nature which Krishna made us with. We are dependent enjoyer. If you are cooperating with Krishna, we'll understand that cooperation in the future. If you're properly connected with Krishna, you'll be always happy, because Krishna made us with that way. And Krishna talks about two worlds, obviously. This is material world. We have only experience of this material world, but there's a world beyond this material world, which is called spiritual world. The same thing. I'm the combination of matter and spirit. On one extreme, there's a material world. There has to be one more extreme where everything is spiritual. That is the spiritual world. And this material world Krishna talks about in the Bhagavad Gita is a shadow of the reality. Our real home is in the spiritual world. Now, the last thing which I like the most, how should we act in this world? Krishna speaks about this. We should have a strong sense of love for Krishna. That is required. If you have a strong sense of love for Krishna or the Supreme Lord, then we can discharge our duty and at the same time remember him. But the point is, the Gita is meant to develop that strong sense of love for Lord. It doesn't mean that we don't love other things. One who loves God, he loves everyone. And one who has a strong sense of love for the Lord, he will discharge or she will discharge the duties and will at the same time remember Krishna. So Gita is meant to arouse that strong sense of love in all of us. And final, what are the effects of reading Gita? One who follows the instruction of Gita, one will be freed from all anxieties and miseries in life. And one's next life will be spiritual with Krishna in the spiritual world. That's the effect of reading Bhagavad Gita, understanding. So second thing, this is mentioned in the Gita Mahatmya. If one reads Bhagavad Gita very sincerely, with all seriousness, by the grace of the Lord Krishna, the reaction of his all past misdeeds will not act upon him. Obviously, we have done some bad things in the past, and Krishna will eradicate, vanish all the reactions that we may incur upon. Okay, last thing, but not the least. So Bhagavad Gita comes from the mouth of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. Ganga is also said to emanate from the lotus feet of Krishna. Of course, there's no difference between mouth and feet of Lord Krishna or Supreme Lord. But from an impartial study, we can appreciate the Bhagavad Gita is more important than the water of the Ganges. So as a Hindu culture, we offer respect to the Ganga. And the Bhagavad Gita, it is said in the Mahatma, is more important than the Ganga. Because it's more purifying. So, and it's easily available. So now here we will end with this. So let there be one scripture for the whole world, Bhagavad Gita. Let there be one God for the whole world, that's Krishna. And let there be one mantra for the whole world, that's Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And let there be one service, that is service to Krishna. So this is how we understand Gita, through disciplic succession. So it was started by Krishna, and they are all the acharyas in the disciplic succession, parampara. And the Prabhupada is the last one here you find, through which the Gita is spread all over the world. Now, in the Gita itself, Krishna says, one who understands the Gita, he worship me with intelligence. One who understands this message of Gita, he worship Krishna with intelligence. Krishna can be worshipped by many means. You can worship Krishna with mind by thinking of Krishna. You can worship Krishna with your senses by offering bhoga to Krishna. And you can worship Krishna just by reading Gita. So one who reads Gita is actually worshipping Gita, worshipping Krishna basically. So that is the idea. So this is just an orientation, just to initiate the content of the Gita. The first chapter will be the context of the Gita, and thereafter will be the text of the Gita. And each chapter will be progressive. This is a yoga of love, we'll be discussing yoga of love, yoga of knowledge, yoga of action, karam, which is locally what we call karam yoga, jnana yoga, dhyan yoga, the purpose, how we can connect with Krishna and develop that strong sense of love for Krishna. That is what is required. And Gita is meant to deliver you from all anxieties, miseries of life, and make you most happy and most satisfying person in this world, and to connect with you, Supreme Lord Krishna. Any comment? And the time is up. So I'm sorry to extend by 2 minutes. And if anybody has something to say, or we'll just find it for the day. And next week, we'll start with the first chapter. Just to give you a hint, what we'll discuss in the first chapter, how Krishna defines a definition of success. He redefines success. So we'll delve into that topic, the redefining success. That's the first chapter, the yoga of depression, how to overcome your anxieties and your inabilities in life. Okay, wish you all the best in your life. Hope we meet for the next time, next Sunday. If you have anything to say, anything you want to add, comment on, you can freely speak now. And anybody would like to leave now, can leave also. So, yeah, Derek's, yeah, please, you want to say something?
Yeah, if possible, next time, can we do the satsang in Hindi? Because my mom also want to join.
Okay. If all agree, I don't have to. We can do in Sindhi also, Madhuri. We have one Hitika, and she's all the way from Pakistan, and she's one of my students in the class, and we are doing some Gita teaching. She's just 18 years old, so she also does pravachan Gita at her such young age. She's doing computer science engineering in Pakistan, and we can do something in Sindhi if you all agree. I don't know. There's all Sindhis also. Maybe I don't know.
Hindi also, it's okay. Hindi she can.
Okay, Hindi is okay. ठीक है, we'll blend it दोनों करते हैं. हिंदी
I
तो
don't
सब
mind.
समझते हैं ना.
बिल्कुल.
हिंदी तो सब समझते हैं ना यहाँ पे. हिंदी में तो किसी को प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. शायद हिंदी में फिर भी एक दो को हो सकती है.
Maybe, yeah.
ठीक है.
So, if possible, please.
Okay. I'll blend both. Something comes naturally, something I can mix with. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. आप सभी का धन्यवाद and wish you well in your.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.